Welcome everybody. Today I am watching Arcane Season 1 Episode 9. I can't believe I'm actually here at the end of the first season. At the end of the last episode, we had Jinx lying in wait for our girl Kate to get out of the shower. The best case scenario, she kidnaps Kate and then they become best friends. and then she and Jinx and Kate and Vi can all just be best friends. That's the best case scenario. But I really don't know. We'll see what happens. This show, especially lately in the last few episodes, it's been really hard to follow. And really, honestly, it's been hard for me to be invested because just so much is happening all the time. And it's just really chaotic, and I'm a little bit lost in the sauce, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I still do have a lot of thoughts, but I kind of left it all on the table a few episodes ago, and I haven't thought about it as much because I'm just kind of curious. I'm letting things play out. I'm not thinking about it too much at this point. Jace killed a kid. Victor killed Sky, and at this point, best case scenario, they sharpen their shit up and realize what the hell is going on and back up, assess, organize, and figure shit out. But worst case scenario, a full-on war breaks out and we descend further into chaos. But you know what? One thing to look forward to with the violence in the show is that all of the fight scenes have been incredible. It's a good show. You know that. I know that. It's pretty much well established. This is an excellent show. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this episode.
You didn't have a choice. He knew what he was signing up for.
We're done here.
We haven't even scratched the surface. Silco's still out there.
Do you not understand? I am part of this now. Do we just leave him here?
You've always been a part of this. You just never had to look it in the eye. One dead kid? There's hundreds more where he came from, thanks to Silco and thanks to people like you who stuck their heads in the dirt.
This is over.
Not for me.
Wow, I didn't see this coming. I don't know, man. She's got points.
Leave with them.
Vi always has a point, but that was so weird. 1 second Jace is saying I can't let you leave, and then once he realizes he can't really confront her and fight her, he just lets her? I don't know. And leaves her to take care of the kid? Or is he just gonna go find somebody to take care of the body? A lot of these scenes are just left open-ended, but maybe we'll get back to that. Well, I know we will somehow.
We'll buy another.
You gotta do anything about that piece of shit that murdered my boy. Let me guess. Jinx will take care of it.
Wow.
He died fighting for our cause, instead of some petty personal dispute.
You're one to talk about sacrificing for the cause. Where is Jinx anyhow?
Help her with the body.
So they just left him there, and I mean, it's a good thing that they did. It's not his fault, though. The way she died was so mysterious.
I couldn't forgive myself if I didn't try. Everyone's got to do their part, right?
Okay, so he's angry at it, for sure. Is it conscious?
Mel, would you like...
Stay away from Jace.
You really are fond of him.
Better yet, march back to your ship and get the hell out of my city.
Get hold of yourself. I taught you better.
Doesn't seem like you really taught her much.
The man who killed your brother doesn't believe the score is settled. And his resources exceed ours. If there is a chance Hextech can be weaponized, we must have it.
Piltover isn't your testing ground.
I've only accelerated a process you started.
I wanted to protect the city from people like you. I stopped being part of this family the moment you cast me out. Why? Why did you do it?
Because you weakened me. I couldn't endure the look in your eyes whenever I made the decisions, the necessary decisions to keep us safe. We need that weapon, Mel. Let the war unfold.
Mel did say that they had to make a
Then
weapon.
come home. Take your place aside.
She's just upset because now her mom wants
It's
to.
where you belong.
Maybe because she doesn't want to become like her mom. But I'm still a little bit confused.
Am I interrupting?
Oh, wow. That was just like the scene when he was about to commit suicide. Crazy.
You have to destroy it. I know. The Hex Core. I can't do it. You have to. Please.
What about your disease? Without the Hex Core?
Promise me.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you're
I
willing to
promise.
sacrifice your life devoted
We lost
to
ourselves. Lost our dreams.
science and
In the
studying,
pursuit of great, we failed to do good. We have to make it right.
interesting.
I'm busy.
Like, he's willing to sacrifice, so he just wants to do the right thing, is what I'm trying to say.
When you took Vander out of play, I thought now here's the man who understands what it takes to run an enterprise. The attitude, the instinct, the eye. The whole package you were. Always 2 steps ahead. But time slapped you, old man.
You with him, are you?
You screwed up, Silco.
You're too young to remember what the Undercity was before it became an enterprise.
Yeah, we already talked about this last episode.
Nothing.
Or a few
You
episodes
know what
ago.
bore us through those times? Loyalty. Brothers and sisters back to back against whatever the world threw at us. Now I'm forced to share the air with parasites like you, who leech off their legacies.
Today's the day you die, Silco.
That's a risk I've known all my life. But I still believe
Civica?
in loyalty.
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
I would have had your son killed for this, though I suppose we're ahead on that account. Get out.
Yeah. Honestly, that guy was kind of annoying me. The way he was always flicking his lighter and just talking shit. Like, he obviously
But he won't be the last.
couldn't back anything up when it came to Silco, and he's challenging Silco constantly.
was reminded recently of what brought us together in the first place. The threats beyond our walls.
This city has a short memory.
Progress.
Far be it from me to stand in the way.
I'm so curious.
Free trade routes. Blanket amnesty. Unrestricted access to the Hexgate sovereignty. You really think you're in a position to demand all this?
I give you credit for your stunt. Boy, didn't think you had the stomach. But the big display followed by a request for parley. You're tipping your hand. You're afraid.
Today I got a glimpse of what war between us might look like. Your people wouldn't stand a chance. The Council couldn't
He's
care
trying
less.
to show mercy. That's what
I'm
it is.
trying to save you from annihilation.
And I believe Jace.
Well. You want peace. This is the price.
You'll discontinue the production of Shimmer.
Half there already.
Return the gemstone. And I need Jinx. She has to pay for what she's done.
They weren't her crimes. She was working for me.
But we can't make a deal with a snake and cut off its head. We both have our shitty parts to play. Get me Jinx,
Interesting.
and I'll give you your nation of Zaun.
Interesting. Oof, why did I just get chills? I'm just thinking of everything that must be going through Soko's mind right now. Jinx really does seem like a soft spot for him.
Astonishing. You say all this came about in your own brief lifespan? How were you able to accomplish so much so quickly?
You'd be surprised what you can pull off when your life depends on it.
Surely there are more efficient and safer methods of transportation.
It's not enough to give people what they need to survive. You have to give them what they need to live.
I love it. And I love how impressed Heimerdinger was.
1,000 times I've imagined this moment. Never like this. All we ever wanted. The boy didn't even haggle. Oh, it all makes sense now, brother.
Oh, Echo's little signature there. That was cool. Tag, I guess I
Is
should
there
say.
anything so undoing as a daughter?
Wow. What the hell? Oh, okay. Bye.
Everyone, out.
Oh, damn. Oh, no. It isn't more a level playing field with her new fist. Just destroying the place. Oh shit. A nice shower. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh no way. I'm actually scared now. I mean, mean, what even was this about, Vi? Was this what you wanted?
Well, I wish I could say it gets easier, kiddo. But I'd be lying. What I can say is, she still needs you. They all do. So what do you say? That's my girl.
Wow. Okay.
Silco.
Oh my god,
Bravo,
shit.
sis.
Oh, I knew there's something behind her. Wow.
Counselors, my recent unsanctioned activity. I'm not fit to govern the people who live there. And neither are you. Our opportunity to demonstrate our compassion,
Thank God.
our dedication. They're right not to trust us.
You're walking a fine line, Jace.
With respect, I don't give a shit what any of you think of me anymore.
Glad to hear it,
Except
Jace.
You were right.
Oh man.
You were always right. My days here are numbered, but I've come with Victor, my partner, and a Zaunite, with one final proposal.
Jace has brokered a peace with Silco in exchange for the Undercity's independence.
What?
Oh.
Nonsense! We have
Full independence. Interesting. This episode, I finally have respect for Jace. I never was against him, like I never hated him, but this is the first time I'm feeling like actual respect for him. I don't know how that would all pan out for the Undercity to have full independence, but I'm so glad that they did step back and think like, how do we actually solve this?
Really thought I buried this place. But I should have known better.
Are we alone?
For now. Maybe forever. Silco thinks he made Jinx. Be what they fear, Jinx. Like everything was the same as when Vander left him. But he didn't make Jinx. You did.
I'm sorry, Powder. I never meant to leave you.
You never left. Your voice pushing me, picking me up when all the colors were black.
I spent so many
does she mean
nights
by that?
in that shitty prison on that freezing floor, hungry, bloody, counting the hours. The only thing that kept me going was the thought of getting back to you.
I believe that.
Are we still sisters?
Nothing is ever going to change that.
I always knew you'd come back.
What's going on?
Oh. Wow.
He took everything from us.
Wow.
Right here, he stabbed Vander in the back. Just like he planned to with me.
Wow.
All the time saying you abandoned me when he knew the truth. Liar.
Like, I knew this side of Jinx was in her, but I also could see her just blowing it all up. Like...
I paid your girlfriend a visit this morning.
No.
I made her a snack. Sheesh, I'm not that crazy.
Jesus. Well, you kind of are, Jinx. That's the thing. You kind of are. Oh, shit.
Powder! Leave her out of this!
Where should I sit? That's your choice, really.
Oh, interesting.
Send her on her way in. And you can have Powder back.
Oh my god.
I can't. Listen, we can just go. We'll leave and never come back.
Where would we go? No. She's not saying that.
It's true. We'll put this behind us. You'll never have to see him again, Powder.
What do you have to say about that?
Her name is Jinx. She's lying. You'll be with her a day before she realizes you aren't that girl anymore and turns her back on you.
You aren't lying.
I'm on your side. I promise.
Shut up! We're talking.
The Topsiders offered me everything. Independence, a seat at the table.
Kate.
All in return for you. They can all burn. Everyone betrays us, Jinx. Vander. Her. They will never understand.
He was about to betray
It's only
you.
us. You're my daughter. I'll never forsake you.
Drop the gun!
He betrays you every time he talks to you like this. Kate was fast, too.
No, stop!
Drop the gun.
Wait! She's my sister.
Vi, she's too far gone.
I don't trust Jinx or Kate right now. What the?
You see, now finish it.
Damn it, Powder! Wake up! Remember who you are. I know you remember. Picture Milo. Stop, Vander.
Shut up! Don't listen to her!
Mom. Me.
I don't know if destabilizing her like this is the best thing. But she's never stable, so I don't know what I can even say. Wow. Oh. What is, oh my god.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I never would have given you to them. Not for anything.
Is that true?
Don't cry.
I don't think that's
You're
true.
perfect.
I don't know. Maybe it is. But I could also see people like him who love to manipulate. They might just say that just to fuck with you for the rest of your life.
Powder? It's okay. be okay.
I thought maybe you could love me like you used to. Even though I'm different. But you changed too. So, here's to the new us.
What's she gonna do with that gun? Oh, jeez.
For me to live out of me the soul. And I needed you more.
At least she's walking away.
You broke me and left these pieces.
I'll show them. We will show them all.
I want you to lose like I lose when I play what could have been.
I support Councillor Talus's proposal for peace.
Okay, so speak of live. I love how Redeemer and Echo just chilling. It's so cute. God, Jinx, what are you about to blow up? The fleeting chance for peace that this civilization has.
What could have been?
And all because Jace asked for Jinx. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason why that happened. And why did he really have to ask for Jinx? Just to get at Silco. Just to needle at Silco and say, hey, we'll have peace, but I just need to remind you who's boss by showing you that you need to give up your daughter. Like, what is most prized to you. You have to give that up as sacrifice for this peace deal. Which the peace deal was not solidified. Jace they were just voting for it on the council, and they were about to vote yes for the peace deal. That's one step forward. That's one step forward. There's so many other things that could have messed that up. I mean, you're making a deal with the devil, Silco. Like, yes, that's all Silco ever wanted, so maybe he would have, changed his ways a little bit. But I doubt it. I don't think that there was going to be any true peace in Piltover just because of that one deal. And Jinx blowing everything up. Again, very much in her style of things. And I don't really know what drove her to do that. I guess just out of anger. Like, I mean, they asked Silco to give her up. So maybe that was her way of just saying, fuck you to them. Like, I killed him and now I'm going to kill you because you wanted me to, be your prisoner. That's my interpretation of that, although I don't necessarily think that Jinx is always that logical. I think she just sort of has this tendency for violence that is just her reaction to everything, is just to shoot everything. So I do think that she is too far gone. That sisterhood does still seem pretty solid. like, I think it would still be really difficult for her to kill Vi or even to kill Kate, because she knows how much Kate means to her. I still think that would be really difficult for her to do, but she did kill Silco. So there's really no telling what Jinx might do. This relationship with the sisters being at the heart of the story is really interesting to me. I think it's really beautiful. It's not something I've seen in a lot of shows, so I really value that a lot about this show in particular, that it's really at the heart of everything, and it's very potent because of how much the themes revolve around that, right? Like loyalty between family and how those relationships affect how we approach life, and peace versus unrest and violence. So yeah, just how much those tendencies are rooted in our emotions, in our desire for connection and love, and going back to the theme, the overarching theme that I've sort of kept track on from the first episode is the theme of grief. And I think one type of grief that isn't spoken about very much is the grief of not losing someone as in they die, but just losing somebody as in a dynamic. Like a dynamic dies. It's almost like when a dynamic between two people dies, it's almost like that person that they were within the dynamic is gone, and you'll never get that version of them back. And this is an extreme case of that, to where Jinx is so mentally gone, and she did point out that Vi has changed as well, which is true. Not nearly as much as Jinx has changed, but Vi has also changed, and that relationship that they had really will never be the same, and that is okay. But they do have to grieve that in some way. They have to let that version of their relationship fall away so that they can have a new kind of relationship. And that's something that I think is really hard to learn, but is an important part of adult life, getting older, right? I'm not a mom, but I've been told by mothers in my life that that is something that they consistently have to go through, because they grow this child that's constantly changing, and they constantly have to grieve that child that they had for, I don't know, a few months. You know, the relationship is constantly changing, so like that 2-year-old is never gonna be there again. It's going to be there in some form as the child ages, but you do just kind of have to roll with how the dynamic develops over time, and you can't expect people to be who they were before. And also it can be also very harmful to relationships and feel very disrespectful when other people in your life try to expect you to be the same version of yourself that you are not anymore. So I think that every single person in the world can definitely relate to this, even if they don't have any sort of relationship in their life that's exactly like Jinx and Vi's. Like, I mean, even a breakup, like that is definitely the sort of dynamic that happens a lot, where like that person in your life is still out there living their life, but you don't have access to them. And that dynamic is never gonna be how it was before. So I think it's really, really interesting it's a really, Vi and Jinx's relationship is a really interesting insight into what that's like and how torturous it really can be to constantly have that push and pull, because sometimes it will be like, oh, that, like the mother who never will have that 2-year-old again. Like sometimes when they're a teenager, they see that spark of the little child that was in them, and like you might be excited to see that again, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're expected to stay that way, right? So Powder definitely is still in there, but in my eyes, I feel like it's really disrespectful actually for Vi to keep calling her Powder. I think I think it's really disrespectful. Like, Jinx has been through a hell of a lot, and I think that even though she really is trying to draw Powder out of Jinx, because Powder is like the version of Jinx that that is connected to Vi. Like, Jinx is not connected to Vi, but Powder is connected to Vi. So Vi is trying to latch on to Powder, the, Powder inside of Jinx, but that, and Jinx is split because like that Powder is still inside of her, but she isn't that person anymore. She is now Jinx. So I feel like the only appropriate way forward would be to address her as Jinx, and while appealing to the Powder inside of her, and integrate those together into the fully formed person that she is. But even if Vi were to approach everything in the exact effective way that would be helpful in this moment, I still do think that more or less Jinx is like too far gone to rehabilitate within the setting that they're in. Like, she would need a very controlled setting to gain her bearings and let go of her violent tendencies, to where she would be a safe person to be around and to trust. So at this point, I really don't have any hope for their relationship so much. It would take some sort of like really, really big moment for Jinx by herself. Jinx would have to go through some sort of self-discovery, sort of big shift in order to like regain her sanity and composure enough to meet Vi in a new place where they can be sisters in a new way. So yeah, I'm glad that by the end of season 1, they're both still alive. I was not sure if that would happen, so I'm glad that they're alive. I don't fault Kate for basically almost killing Jinx, and I'm glad that she respected that Vi, still really loves her sister and doesn't want her dead. So I think that's the only reason why Jinx is alive, to be honest. I think Kate definitely would have killed her. So I'm surprised, though, that Silco is dead. I am very surprised that Silco is dead after the end of season 1. And I wish that we had gotten more about their story between Vander and Silco. I still wish that was more fleshed out about what happened between them two. At this point, there's still so much going on. I appreciate so much how complex the story is, but sometimes I wish that there was something that I could focus my attention on better, because it's still very chaotic at this moment. Season 2, one thing about how this episode ended is that I didn't expect season 1 to end so open-ended like that. Like, that's definitely a cliffhanger no idea what's about to happen. I know that that building is going to blow up, but in the past, people have survived explosions that I didn't expect to survive, and people have died that I didn't expect to die. So, I would be okay if, like, the majority of the council got killed. I do want Mel to survive. I do want Jace to survive, because I do think Jace does. I'm impressed by the fact that he was able to step back. I am impressed that he at least attempted a peace deal. And also Victor as well. Like, this wake-up call that they had in the last episode seems to be working. And Mel, even though she was the first to say, hey, we need to make this into a weapon, I could see that she wants peace, and I could see that she definitely doesn't want to become like a war state like where she's from. It was interesting, that small dynamic we got between her and her mom, where her mom was like, yeah, I had to send you away because I loved you too much, basically is how I read that. She's like, you made me soft. Like, I was afraid to lose you and you clouded my judgment or whatever. I don't know exactly, like, if I were to watch back, I might interpret that differently. But at this moment, that's kind of how I interpreted that. Her mom loves her more than she realizes, and that was at the heart of the reason why she actually sent Mel away. It seems like they haven't interacted very much since Mel was sent away, because a lot of this still seems really fresh, like they haven't talked about it or processed it very much together, because Mel and her mother were both quite emotional. And I liked how they brought her mother in, coming over to Piltover is kind of opening up this world a bit more for me. We're getting more context in which Piltover is situated in. So we have this storyline of her brother being killed and people coming after them. I bet we're going to get into that in season 2. At the moment, that's all the thoughts that I have about this episode and season 1 overall. Again, I might add more thoughts about season 1 if I react to more extras, which I do plan to do. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for joining me here in this reaction. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you all next time.